We are a service organization that provides day-to-day basic services to our community that allows for our residents to receive the highest quality of care. What makes me most proud is our desire to be a team and to be a family and to work together.
When I first came to Apache Junction in 1989, I told the acting city manager at that time, I feel like I'm on the ground floor of something here in AJ.
We were really excited this year when W.W. Clyde completed their 38,000 square foot manufacturing and regional headquarters facility in Apache Junction. And since that project, we have subsequently seen a 25,000 square foot spec industrial building under construction just south of Safeway. And then finally, Sunt getting approval earlier this year and moving forward with this project will be the largest industrial building in Apache Junction. Will bring 100 new jobs to our community. And we're excited for these three projects really being something that we can build momentum from.
Looking back over the last 4 years, this last year was probably the biggest year that we've had for the Apache Junction Police Department. There's a lot of staff, officers, and professional staff that have joined the Apache Junction Police Department because of everything we've been doing the years prior.
We've been able to, over the last few years, implement these great ideas that help us retain quality individuals. We've implemented a new NeoGov that allows for our staff to review job applications in an efficient manner, but also what I've noticed this last year is the quality of candidates. It's just been so strong.
I'm really proud of all of our staff that work for the Parks and Recreation Department. We've really grown a lot, and this year we just saw record numbers in so many of our events and visiting our facilities. We celebrated the 20th birthday for the Multi-Generational Center. We have a lot of things that people can do outside as well as inside, but there's just something for everybody there at the Multi-Gen Center, and it's definitely a hub for our community.
One of the areas of our organization that's super stable is in the area of our day-to-day operations and what makes it all kind of gel together. So for example, our mayor and council provide that great vision of where we're headed, and I'm there overseeing the general implementation of it and making sure that the resources, the tools, and the activity related to that. Currently, Matt Busby, who's been with us 17 years, has been the assistant city manager for well over 10 years. And his direct day-to-day work is to oversee those internal components of a city that provides the tools necessary for the major operating departments to be successful. It's because of people like Matt and the team that make sure that on the day-to-day they're showing up, coming to work. That stability helps our organization tremendously and our city.
I can say this is one of the greatest group of people I've had the opportunity to work with. They are very dedicated, hardworking. Their passion for what they do is quite apparent. When you have people willing to go work out in 110 degrees every day for days, that's just not a paycheck. They have a sense of community. They have a sense of ownership. They have a sense of responsibility that they feel like they're charged with. And we're very proud of that.
We have one of the most robust programmatic libraries in the area. I couldn't ask for better staff, not just in the programming realm, everywhere from our pages that shelve our books to our lab staff who help people day in and day out with working on the computers, filling out applications. And so we're just grateful for our community and grateful that we're able to provide the services that we do.
Finance department provides that data that's needed to be able to make sure we statutorily present to the state government a budget that we need to live within our means. This year in particular, they've been able to receive the award for the Government Finance Officers Association Certificate in Excellence in Budgeting. We are improving every year to provide performance measures, goals, objectives on our organization that we can actually share to the community as well. So some of the projects that we've been able to accomplish that have been on plans, whether it's in the parks budget or the police budget or the library budget, include the ability now to have been able to, in the last year or two, invest in the rodeo grounds, for example.
What we're fortunate to have in Apache Junction is a really unique asset with the rodeo grounds. It's something that a lot of cities don't have, and especially to have all the land around the rodeo grounds that can, in the future, host larger events.
The City Council's vision for the Rodeo Event Center is that the value it will bring to our community is that it will be attracting people from all over. And that tourism component, attracting people here, Bringing them here to events is what would really bring a lot of money into our community for people to visit our restaurants, stay here in our community.
It really will be an anchor of our tourism attraction strategy, bringing people from outside Apache Junction as well to see what a beautiful community we have.
We do believe we're the playground of the East Valley. We're at the end of a major cul-de-sac of an urbanized area. The Superstition Mountains are famous, and we have tourism is a big piece of our economy. And so people come from all over to visit us. And so this last year, we've been working really hard with our partners to encourage folks to come out here and then stay.
We expanded into a new program area, outdoor recreation and natural resources. We have been working a lot on our Silly Mountain trails as well as our multi-use trail system, adding trail markers. We're putting out a grant right now for a lot of new trail signage, as well as working on invasive plants all along our trail system, as well as the entire Silly Mountain area. Prospector Park is one of our oldest parks, and we're so excited for some of the improvements that have happened there. Thanks to a grant, we have brand new shade that is going up over our 2 playgrounds at Prospector Park. In addition, we're building 10 new pickleball courts. That has been a long time coming. We are bursting at the seams for our 4 pickleball courts that are there now, and so we are very excited to open those up in May of this year. We just opened in the last year our newest park, Painted Sky Park, and that is a fabulous facility. Anytime we are able to build new parks, we have the opportunity to add things that we don't already have. And they are something that everybody in our community can enjoy. The neat thing about everything that's happening down south is that the developers are putting those parks in for our community. They are paying for those things, and the people that are living down there are paying into those for everybody to get to utilize. At Superstition Shadows Park, we are doing a ton of amenity improvements as well. The aquatic center there is getting new shade over all of our artificial turf areas. In addition, the playground itself is getting a whole new facelift, so new playground equipment as well as shade at that area.
We've been very busy for the last 2, 3, or 4 years. We've been averaging a couple of thousand permits a year. This year we're on pace. 12,000 permits altogether, including single family, multifamily, other types of smaller permits.
One thing to really emphasize is there are portions of the community that will not see a lot of growth when you look especially on the further northern portions of the community and east. There are many areas that will remain rural and have that zoning in place.
And the city council has been very clear and deliberate about where certain types of growth or certain types of land uses should be used.
Individuals move here and come here because they want to live out in the desert or out in the area where they really enjoy that night sky. And we want to keep that pristine. And so preserving that area is really important. We're also able to achieve dark sky certification for all of our sports fields at our parks, and that was a huge accomplishment this year.
When you're looking at areas like the downtown, like along the freeway, that naturally makes more sense for some strategic growth projects to occur there. And what that really leads to is 2 things. One, the opportunity to bring more jobs to the community, which is what every city relies on to be sustainable and to bring those incomes that the residents need. And then secondly, on that retail side, without some of this residential growth in these key areas, we won't be able to bring in the new restaurants, new future grocery stores into the community. So we're absolutely always looking at strategically adding these residential developments in the right areas.
Another character zone might be viewed as the downtown area where we want some entertainment or we want some restaurants or we want some higher density. This last year, we've done some really great projects that have been consistent with that, with the Superstition Vistas implementation, with the downtown. Our goal is to have a vibrant downtown. I mean, we saw a big step happen this last year.
The Wolf's development in the downtown will bring the bodies that we need to bring more activity. So we have some great businesses that are in our downtown right now. But once that project completes, we're excited for the new businesses that can join and then our existing businesses having more customers. In Apache Junction, really the great opportunity is the land that's available, especially when you compare it to the rest of the East Valley.
We have processed probably hundreds of new business licenses for infill businesses taking over old occupancies, former buildings.
What's been great is to see it spread out, pretty balanced throughout the rest of the community, having residential developments on Ironwood, along Apache Trail, and then even Old West Highway. That will lead to more retail and restaurant opportunities in the year ahead.
We have been working the last few months with our master planners to develop a 22-acre parcel of land in Superstition Vistas, which will include our first branch library. But what makes it special is that it's going to be adjacent to the police substation and also surrounded by the urban fishing lake and parks and ball fields.
We're growing so fast, we need to have capacity to have staff and the resources necessary to maintain this growing city.
We have just gotten to the point now where we are about to move into another phase of technology. One of the things that we got this year was our command van. It's going to be useful for special events, for big investigations. We built out a training center for the Apache Junction Police Department. It includes a defensive tactics room, a classroom for training. We want our residents to feel safe. We want them to know that when they're out and about, that they feel safe, we're approachable, that we're somebody that they can depend on in any type of situation. We're very active in the community. We try to be out there. We go to several events a year. We do things out there to really build that sense of community.
What's really interesting in local government, the first position that's ever really filled is a city clerk. The trust and the ability for Evie to jump right in this year as a new city clerk has been a great change. So just over a year ago, City Council established a stronger goal, stronger effort to provide investment, and so we've doubled our size of marketing communications efforts so that we can help connect more with our community. Other engagement efforts from the department, from our citizen to our Citizen Leadership Institute. We can't do it without our residents. We can't do it without the input from our people. And so that, to me, is an essential piece of local government. That adds extra value to us being able to make sure that we're doing the programs that our community wants.
This year, we actually connected with 13,500 people over the year, and that is a combination of our mobile library, also known as a bookmobile, where we go to different areas of the city to have people get and renew their library cards and access our other services.
We're very fortunate to take home a few awards this year. Arizona Parks and Recreation Association recognized Painted Sky Park as outstanding facility for a city our size. Additionally, our Little League ball fields received the Fields of Excellence Award this year for that facility. The Arizona State Parks Association recognized our parks superintendent, Dave Butler, as the Parks Professional of the Year.
The amenities that we have are like nothing they can get anywhere else. From the castle and the children's area where they can have dramatic play and just be kids, to the outdoor playground, the amount of programs that we do for all ages, but especially for the youngsters. And we also have a makerspace, we have an audiovisual studio. We just are always trying to increase the amount of services that we can provide.
Infrastructure. Water, sewer, roads. We talk about that all the time. The one we always forget is IT. Our society and our economy is based on the ability for folks to have access to broadband. We've made great infrastructure progress this last year that will allow for us to be much more successful in the coming years, to be able to bring that type of technology to our community. We are a community that is very good at conserving what we have. So our per capita, per household water consumption rates are top 5 of any city and town in the state. We encourage the natural environment as much as any city and town in the state of Arizona. That's our base. Then as we move forward, as we work with Arizona water law, we need to be able to present an assured water supply. Apache Junction has a 100-year assured water supply, and as we work with folks who have private property and have private property rights and have water rights, we have to make sure that we conserve whatever those are the best we can. The reality is this growth is controlled and it's being presented in an organized and quality way that is managing our resources well. In the area of infrastructure, one of the, if not the biggest project that is a long effort, and it's one that is going to be well worth it, is a wash known as Weeks Wash in our community. It starts from the northeast of town and it just goes right through the city. And sure enough, when it's going blazing through there, either through the monsoon season, we have problems. We have situations where that wash is running a bunch of water through, and our first responders have to deal with folks who want to go through that wash. It's a situation that involves public safety, involves lives. A few years ago, we received a $44 million grant to help us start this in earnest, to be able to capture the water northeast of the community and keep it there, and then retain it, and then let it slowly go through the community. It involves thousands of properties and could be a big change for our community in terms of the monsoon season. We are embarking on finishing out the design with our engineers, but we're also working with partners like SRP, State Land Department, BLM. We'll just keep going at the staff level. The council continues to make that one of the highest infrastructure priorities for us. Our relationship with, for example, Mesa or Queen Creek is as strong as ever as we work together on our regional partnerships and transportation corridors. We are on the Mesa Gateway Airport Authority. Apache Junction is one of the strong members there. That airport will bring many more jobs to this area and economic development for our community. And that's one of those things that we're really proud of as a community to be a part of.
Having a second airport in this area of the East Valley is really a unique asset that we're able to leverage for Apache Junction.
We're in 2 counties, so our staff get to be a part of Central Arizona Association of Governments and also Maricopa Association of Governments that has the organizational effort to deal with issues of air quality, wastewater maintenance, and wastewater treatment. I'm very proud of our role in being a leader and working with those organizations. And then more locally, I get a chance to interact closely with the different schools in our area, like Apache Junction Unified, our charter school system, as well as Central Arizona College.
CAC is truly a great asset and workforce development resource that we're fortunate to have in the heart of Apache Junction. They have seen a lot of investment over the last couple years and more room to grow in the future. But we're really excited about that hands-on training and bringing more of those trades-based jobs and allowing our residents here to get that training nearby.
In order to do the services we have, we need to have a strong business base. And the partnership we have with the Chamber of Commerce, Marianne and her team, and the board there are an essential piece of what we're able to do. Pinal County, they coordinate with us in many ways as we interact between the county residents and our city residents. We're very grateful for the relationship we have with Pinal County. And then in our area, we have a fire district that's separate, and our partners there and their board have been always great partners in public safety. And it presents us a great opportunity where we can have a world-class public safety team and fire district and our Apache Junction Police Department that work together day to day to answer thousands of calls.
As the city grows, we know that calls for service are going to go up. We know that there's going to be different types of calls for service. And the one thing that we don't want to change is our customer service model, our response time. So as the city grows and the city expands, especially with what's going on down south, we know that we're going to need to have a substation down south. We want to be in the community down there. 2025 is going to be a year that stands out the rest of my life, even many years after I retire. And the reason why is not only because of all the good things, but unfortunately we lost a brother, a friend, a father, an incredible human being, and that's Officer Gabriel Facio. He was murdered in the line of duty. Although it was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever had to deal with in my career, it was also one of the most heartwarming and one of the most proud times I've felt to be a police officer and to be the chief of police during that time to help lead our community, our department, Officer Facio's family through that was something that will stick with me forever. And as I look back on it, it made me really proud of not only our organization, the city of Apache Junction and the police department, but also the community of Apache Junction and the surrounding communities that came together to support us and to support the family. It is something that most cities will never, ever get. We're excited for what's coming ahead with the growth and development, and rest assured that the Apache Junction Police Department is prepared for anything that comes our way.
We've got a lot of projects in the pipeline, everything with the aim of improving and making processes quicker.
The spotlight on Apache Junction will only be growing moving forward. Our goal in economic development moving forward is to bring the best projects we can to this community, make sure they're a good fit for Apache Junction, and really bring those jobs and bring those retail and restaurant options that the community wants moving forward.
Our city management, our city council, all of the staff that work here, they really care about this community, and I think it definitely shows.
We're so excited about the year ahead. We have so much coming on, and we're excited about what's coming into the next year.
I am very proud of how we are progressing, but I also think it's really neat how we are still a great community to live in. And I am so proud of where we are going, and I'm excited for all of our future.